Greetings and salutations, I am the U.S. Piper, and guess what we have today? One of these came. I'm going to spare you the illusion of me cutting it open like I'm not going to look first, but did get some interesting goodies in. Got one of these from Smoking Pipes. Not sure what that could possibly be. Got some of this, which I've been looking very forward to trying. Some of the Orango Balkan Supreme. I keep hearing good things about it. Some more of that because I'm running low and I haven't bought a giant tub of it yet. So that exists again. I wasn't completely out, but I was getting too close for comfort. And one of my favorite pipes has ended up being the very well-known Savinelli 673 KS from the Roma series. That one's from the Eddie over at the Pipe Nook. What's up, homie? Wonderful, wonderful pipe. Really enjoy it. To the point that I realized I literally had just said to myself, even though I got the little Rossi 320 to kind of feel like I had another Savinelli that I could enjoy, and I like that pipe as well. They're both good. I love both of them, but they're in different ways. So, look upon this. Get that bubble wrap out of the way. We got a little Smoking Pipes. No sooner did I say that than I was at Smoking Pipes looking at that particular blend I wanted to try, thinking, well, I don't really need to order anything else. And of course, I keep an eye on their estate section. And lo and behold, for a substantial savings over a new one, a very clean one, because they're, from my understanding, they're very conservative in how they rate their pipes. And I actually haven't looked at the chamber till now. There's a little bit of a sideburn going on one side, but it's very slight. I don't think it's been mudded. It's just been run a little hot, but the airway is not cracked or charred or anything. The way they described this was basically smoked but surprisingly clean or very clean, and they're pretty conservative. There's not a mark on the stem. This is the 673 KS from the Fantasia series, which I wasn't sure if it would be too girly for me. It's got a lot going on in that lucite, but it's got a lot of browns and blues, and I do like blues in the lucite, and it's kind of earth tones, and it goes with the color of the rusticated bowl so well that I decided, you know, it's not really girly, it's just purty. And it's a lot going on, but I think this pipe pulls it off. And I really can't argue too much against pretty lucite, because my other Savinelli, which I got from James over at the Pipe Club, was a excellent condition, smooth 616 KS from the Oceano series. And are you seeing that? Are we seeing how pretty that is? And, you know, they're all a little different, but you kind of have to window shop the lucite. It's one thing I dig about Smoking Pipes or buying one slightly used is you get to look at the actual individual pipe and kind of decide. I like that Smoking Pipes does that. I would say it's a very minor kind of side charring going on, about 2/3 down on this side. A few little spots, but nothing to be concerned over. I suppose you can, there's probably no way I can really show you on camera, so, but good draw. They're just, I like the way they hang. I like the way they smoke. Here's the Roma. Cuckoo, choo, I am the walrus man. I don't know, you have to do that once you have two of them, I suppose. You know you would have done it if nobody was watching. I'm just crazy enough to do it in front of witnesses. Anyway, give me a second to look this over a little bit, and we will load this bad boy up, probably with some velvet. It's an uncarbonized chamber, and I feel like we want to build up a little cake in this, so I'm going to stick with probably burleys for a little while till I feel like it's got a good start. So let me load that up, and I'll be right back in the magic of poofdom here in Videoland. Alright, we're back with the Savinelli Fantasia Series 673. Estate from Smoking Pipes. And looking at it, it's pretty minor charring. It's not deep. I mean, there's nothing you could really put mud in. It's just where you can tell if whoever had this previously had kept going, they would have caused a problem in short order with it, but they didn't quite hurt it too bad yet. I kind of feel like it could have been notated, you know, at least minor charring in the chamber, which normally they're very conservative, but to be honest, it probably wouldn't have changed my mind. It was a good price. It was a pipe I liked. And, you know, you can't expect 100% perfect pipe in an estate. It's always going to have one or two little blem areas that you're like, ugh, because, you know, you're not the one that did them. So, and believe me, I made some mistakes in my Roma. But it's kind of a tank, and, you know, a little bit of charring from the noob happens, but, you know, you're gonna get a cake built over it in short order anyway. And yes, I had already done a pre-light, not that it's normally required with a velvet, but with butane, since it's brand new. Velvet. Well, it doesn't need to be a movie length. It's just a really nice pipe that I'm glad that I own. 673 KS Fantasia Series. A little bit different pattern on the rustication than what you find on the, what did I do with it? Put it back. That's what I did with it. A little bit different pattern on the rustication than what you find in the Roma series. Feels like it's a little coarser, a little less horizontal, maybe a little more random. You get a little bit more of the classic Rhodesian-like shape coming out maybe in the Fantasia series, from what I notice. But feels like a 673. Smokes like one too. Smooth, cool, satisfying. Yeah. Just send that check in the mail, Savinelli. I love the way they fit my hand, though. I mean, there's just something about that little shape. It's just bent enough to satisfy me that it's a bent pipe. You know, more of a hanger than a clencher, but they're just light enough that it's still a comfortable clench. Need to slow down a little bit on that being a new pipe. I tend to be still too fast a smoker. And with burleys, you kind of forgive yourself a little bit. They're fairly cool burning. But being a new pipe, I did the lick your finger a couple times and run it around the bowl method. Just being an uncarbonized bowl. Whether or not that really offers any realistic protection or helps anything to stick to the chamber, I don't know. It just makes me feel better. I feel like slightly pre-dampened wood has to, you know, char and burn less easy than completely dried out briar. do like my velvet. And this morning I had a half bowl of what in the world was it? It was the Three Friars, Three Nuns kind of tribute. And then I ended up going to the C&D Epiphany and had a bit of an epiphany that I like it. I'd only had that one once. So that was a good experience this morning, and there'll be a video probably up shortly on that. And of course, last night I ladded out a bit with the Captain Earl's private stock brownie of laddie goodness. So it's kind of nice to just sit back with a simple, straight, very lightly cased, if at all, burley. It's a comforting blend. Anyway, hope you all have a great day. Mine just got substantially better. Substantially. Look at that. Look upon it. Can't remember who says that all the time. But, yeah. The other one I really like is the Tortuga. Oddly enough, everybody has the regular lucite that's kind of got that brownish, whatever, you know, gold thing going. And I don't know. I like the Tortuga, which I think is similar to this as far as the bowl part, but maybe has, I think it has a flat cut top, which I like, but I don't hate this one. Usually I don't like the rustication going over as much, but it's so nicely done here, it doesn't bother me. So, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Y'all have a great one.